What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Now, as powerlifting and sports like powerlifting, bodybuilding get more and more popular, and as it gets more and more kind of social media attention, you see tons of different people start to kind of get involved with it. And one thing you tend to kind of find from a lot of people is they ask how far someone can go as a kind of as a drug-free or a drug-free lifter, or if it's realistic to win the IPF World Championship as being legitimate drug-free, or if it's realistic to kind of achieve this physique drug-free. And you see a lot of people getting shot down. You see a lot of people, especially a few names, saying that there's pretty much no way you can be an IPF World Champion or just a World Champion in any drug-free federation without taking PEDs, as it's just not possible. There's no way you can achieve this amount of muscle mass, or you cannot achieve these lifts without taking PEDs. And what you need to understand is that you can't really take anyone's opinion, because you tend to find that the people that are telling you you can't be a world champion in a drug-free federation without taking PEDs is because usually comes down to their own insecurities. You tend to see people, especially again a few people, who will try and tell you you can't do certain things as a drug-free athlete, or you need performance-enhancing drugs, and they lower the actual limits of what you could do as a drug-free athlete massively, and it is to make themselves feel more credible. You tend to find that people who are taking PEDs and take stuff like that have pretty very average, if not kind of average shitty numbers, and then say, well, I'm actually really strong with this, and you get people saying you can't really reach these numbers without taking PEDs, because they're trying to, by telling you you can't do something, make it okay for the reason why they can't do it. And the thing is that at the end of the day, you'll never be able to know whether someone is legitimately drug-free or not. You'll never be able to know how far the average person can legitimately grow drug-free, because everyone has their own genetic limitations. And again, whenever there's a competitive environment and there's people willing to literally do whatever it takes, there's going to be people willing to cheat the system and take PEDs and stuff. But at the end of the day, if you want to know what a legitimate, true drug-free athlete can do, both muscle-wise, strength-wise, overall performance-wise, or even just how far you could actually go in your powerlifting weight class and your federation with regards to the pinnacle of the sport, which would be world champion, the only way to do it is to simply do it yourself and see how far you can go. And it is really pointless asking where I can do, is this realistic, is this realistic, is this realistic? And the thing is that the question is, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I bet you 200 years ago, saying that humans are going to go to space, people would say that's unrealistic. But saying that we're going to fly people through metal tubes through the sky, we're going to be able to go to one side of the world to the other side of the world in a day, 200 years ago they would have said that's unrealistic. So the thing is that don't accept what someone else would tell you is realistic, is what you believe is realistic, but simply just accept the fact that every single cycle, training cycle by cycle, year by year by year, you are going to get better. And just see where, if you want to legitimately be drug-free, just see where you and your body can take each other, and then that is what you can see as a realistic expectation for where you can go. Don't let people who are on PEDs and have shitty numbers, and by making it acceptable to themselves because they're so insecure about their own lifting and their own numbers, that's not realistic, or they lower the standard. Or if people do cheat in drug-free federations, but then kind of make it okay to themselves by telling everyone else what everyone else is doing it, well, then that's just down to their own insecurities. Don't let their insecurities become your reality. Done.